But we're getting a global rally thanks to those China GDP numbers, better than expected, 6.4%. Take a look at what's going on. We see Shanghai, Japan, Germany, France, all on the upside. And those better GDP numbers are a big help to that China bottoming story. So look at China GDP. It's been coming down for several years. It was in the mid-7s, and now it's basically in the mid-6s, if you look at that. And this stability here means a lot. JP Morgan had a big note overnight, basically calling the bottom in China. They said Q1 is expected to mark the low point of China's growth cycle. Recent data indicate the government policy to stabilize the economy is taking effect. That's the bottoming story that's moving the markets. We are at 52-week highs in many global markets. Russia's at a 52-week high. Shanghai is. The Bombay index is an historic high. Saudi Arabia also a 52-week high, with the S&P less than 1% from historic highs. Not surprisingly, the big sectors are also hitting new highs here in the United States. Technology, consumer discretionary, communication services, and even, surprisingly, consumer staples are all at or less than 1% for historic highs. The key stories besides China bottoming is the earnings better than expected. Look at these earnings beats for these companies in the last 24 hours. A typical earnings beat is about 3%. Netflix, 31, Morgan Stanley, 19, Textron, 12, Pepsi, 5. Only IBM was a bit of a disappointment, and it's trading to the downside. Take a look at all these stocks right now. They're all up except for Netflix is flat. IBM is down. Of course, they were light on revenues. The guidance was disappointing. Elsewhere, I know Qualcomm is the stock of the day, but ASML, big semiconductor capital equipment stock over in Europe, had outstanding numbers and basically was also calling a bottom, saying things will be improving in the second half of the year. I think that was a major story over in Europe. In terms of sectors moving here, there you go. Semiconductors the leader again. Industrials are strong. Boeing finally getting some stability. Energy materials up. And healthcare, that's a problem. Again, everyone is astonished at this story about Medicare for All seems to have traction. United Health, a big note out from JP Morgan on healthcare, saying this is very broadly owned company and stock. It's up. There's a 5-year. We're talking about 100% gains in the last 4 years, and obviously looking a little bit vulnerable. But that's the other reason, besides IBM, Dow is down. Dow's down, but the S&P is to the upside.